ShartimusPrime. Reading comics, toys are hella sick, hella whacking it, taking bad hits, taking bad shit. Subscribe.
Hey, what's up, you guys? ShartimusPrime here, doing another DC Multiverse action figure review on the McFarlaneToys DC Multiverse Blue Beetle movies, Blue Beetle, and we're gonna take a look also at the battle mode version as well, sold separately. Big thanks to McFarlaneToys for sending out these samples to review for you guys. If you want to see the latest from McFarlaneToys, check them out. Link is in the description below. I am very excited for this movie. Just saw the recent trailer and I cannot wait. Definitely has some Iron Man vibes and I really like the cast and everything. Very excited for this movie. Anyway, packaging is pretty standard for DC Multiverse, and then on the side right here you can see it says Blue Beetle, Blue Beetle, Blue Beetle, and then on the back right here you can see a product or a concept art image right there, and then for the battle mode version there's a different concept art image right over here, and then it says Blue Beetle on the side, Blue Beetle on the top, not much more at the bottom. So let's get to it and crack these things open. But first, if you're trying to get your DC Multiverse figures, you can do so at
Big! Get your big badass toys at BigBadToyStore.com. Click the link in the description below.
And here's what I'm going to call the ultimate Blue Beetle figure, with a combination of accessories over here on the hands from the regular version, and then, of course, you know, the wings and the pincers from the battle mode version. And you're looking at the battle mode body mold. Very subtle difference between the two of them, and I will discuss that. But I gotta say, first off, my first impressions, I really like how this figure looks. Like, both of them, each on their own, look beautiful. I really like these a lot. Anyway, let's get a closer look at all of the accessories, and then we'll take a closer look at the figures. So here's the accessories from the regular version on the left side, and then on the right side you can see the battle mode version has all these interchangeable hands over here. You don't get any more interchangeable hands with the regular version, just weapon holding hands, which is actually really cool because this one does not come with weapon holding hands, and you can swap them out between the figures, so that works out really well. They each have their own trading card with a different image on them, but they have the same read up on the back. So if you want to read that, go ahead and pause it right now. You get your standard issue display stand for the DC Multiverse with the DC logo and the peg sticking up right over there. And then looking at the accessories from the regular version, see, it comes with quite a bit. I really like these bright blue metallic Nokia discs. They look like Nokia discs to me, and I feel like he holds them from this side. I don't remember seeing these in the trailers. I could have missed it, but yeah, they do look really cool with that bright, shiny, metallic blue. I really love that throughout the whole figure. Then you get this Beetle blaster right over here. Would have been nice to see this with a baby blue color in the middle or something like that, but I love how this looks, man. Nice little wrinkles right there in the sculpt, and I can see a little bit of marbling in the plastic. I will be honest with you guys, it's not really bothering me that much because it kind of goes with the flow of the texturing that you can see on it over here. So I think that works out really well. Kind of goes with the whole Beetle look a little bit. Fairly soft plastic over here, so I dig that. But one thing that does bother me about this is I feel like it's really weird trying to plug it into the hand. I feel like this is wide enough for it to go around the actual wrist peg instead of the peg coming out of the wrist. You know what I mean? Or the wrist joint instead of the wrist peg. So I do have to heat this up and then I'm able to get it on there. But yeah, I wish it was a little bit easier to work with. Let me know if you have this and if it ports into this peg just easily for you or if it's difficult. I'd like to know. Then you have the big old Final Fantasy sword right here looking badass too. So I do like this. I like the bright blue that we're seeing on it. However, I will say getting him to hold it is a little bit tricky. You want to make sure that the guard is on the outside of the fingers when you have him hold it. And I wish you could either stick the finger in that little hole there or get this to wrap around a little bit better. So it's a little tricky getting him to hold the sword, but you can make it work. I was obviously able to make it work. Anyway, on the other figure, you get not an even set of hands, but you get a thumbs up left hand and then a wide open right hand. Wish we'd gotten the little touches of bright blue on the fingertips. I like that, but I guess they didn't know that. I don't know. And I love the silver paint or silver dry brushing that we're seeing on all of this. Looks very cool, very consistent. You get an even set of fisted hands right here, and then you get some motive hands right here, peace sign, and you get a finger pointing sign. Kind of reminding me of Deadpool just a little bit, but I'm very happy that they're including more interchangeable hands with their figures. I think that's great. And then you get the wings over here, which I like a lot. Like, just looking at them on their own, I love that metallic blue. You're going to hear me say that a lot. The translucent blue looks really good. You can see all those hexagon shapes throughout. There's a little bit of white over this. I don't know if you can see. It's not, you know, just the baby blue color, but there's a little bit of white paint on these. And yeah, I think that's pretty cool looking. I just only wish you had a way of removing the wings without removing the pincers, because for the most part you see them with the pincers on there. Just to look at the back of the figure really quick, you can see on the regular version the backpack looks like that. On the battle mode version it looks like this, so you have some room to wiggle this off right over here, and then it's easier to just go ahead and port these in place like that, and get that on there like that. There you go. And then we can just get this back on the back. Yeah, there it goes. And it looks pretty cool. But again, I just wish that we could have the pincers sticking up here without having the wings, because a lot of the time you see him like this with these sticking up all the time. So a bit unfortunate we can't do that, but I still think they do look very cool. So some people are thinking Beetleborgs, others are thinking Iron Man. I'm kind of leaning towards Iron Man a little bit with this design. I get it, but I still think it's different enough, and I'm still very excited for this. I love what I'm seeing here as far as the sculpt goes. The only real paint issue I have with this, I think, is the eyes. Like, I feel like this eye looks straight on, that eye looks up a little bit. Then when you look at the other figure, it's kind of like the same issues going on where the left eye is looking straight ahead, but the right eye is looking up. So that's the one flaw I see with the paint. But as far as the rest of them goes, I mean, holy crap, all these paint applications look really, really good. I do see some marbling in some parts of the plastic, like on the top of the head. A little bit more on this one right here. You can see a big old line going through right there. That's not preferred. However, with this particular design, it will not bother me as much. I love the metallic blues. Nice soft material right here for the shoulder pads. Looks really good with the textured changes right there, along with slightly different color blue for that other texturing. It looks like it. Yeah, right there. Slightly color different blue. It's just, man, looks really good. And then the sculpted detail throughout on the black portions with the silver dry brushing looks phenomenal. Little details and everything in here, man. It looks great. I love this. Looks incredible. You're just looking at the back of the other one right here. You can see that spine right there. It does have a little bit of the diaper thing going on. I will mention that because it's there, and it's not the best looking thing. We'll go over the articulation in a minute, but yeah, it's totally there. And then you can see the arms right there. And then when you bend the joints, you will see some black in the inside of the knee, which can be a little bit irritating. But I don't know, it doesn't really bother me that much, but I noticed it and I wanted to point it out to you guys. That looks really good. Man, I love how this looks. Maybe the tip of the feet are pointing up a little bit more than I'd like, but still, I think this looks really badass. So articulation is pretty standard for this, being a McFarlaneToys DC Multiverse figure. He can't look up too much. Can this one look up more so? It's the same figure. They can't look up more than that. So I wish we got a little bit more range of movement there. Head can look down, turn side to side, get a decent amount of head pivoting. Butterfly joints, shoulders will move outward. Those shoulder pads are nice and soft, so it really helps with that. And then you can move them down, rotate a full 360, bicep swivel. You have the pinned double jointed elbows, and then the wrist pegs turn side to side, hinge up and down. You have the diaphragm joint, diaphragm pivot, crunches forward a little bit. And then with both joints, it'll move back that much. With both joints, it'll move forward that much. Of course, it'll turn side to side at the waist. Waist pivot as well. Hips move outward so you can do the splits and kick forward and back. No upper thigh cut. Double jointed knees. Then the ankles do move down, up, ankle rotation. You get beautiful ankle pivot in there, and you get the toe articulation. Oh yeah, also got to note that you can hinge these wings down and up just a little bit. They kind of run into each other. Wish we had a little bit more movement here, but hey, there's some functionality there. I like that. Now to measure out this Blue Beetle figure, you can see that it is standing just a little over 7 inches tall, and you're looking at about the same height for this pigeon-toed winged version right over there. I don't know why he's got the pigeon toes on. There we go. Let's give him some penguin toes instead. But to measure out the wingspan over here, you're looking at about 11 inches across. And then for a Blue Beetle comparison, you can see we have these two Ted Cord Blue Beetles figures. This is the 2-pack with Booster Gold, and then this is the new Gold label version. I'll do a YouTube short comparing these two. There are some differences to discuss. But anyway, yeah, I'm very happy to see a Jaime Reyes figure, or Jaime Reyes Blue Beetle, and happy to hear people saying Jaime right. Tired of my whole life hearing people say Jaime. It's not Jaime or Jamie, it's Jaime. Jaime, like jodido, like Jaime, no jodes, or like Jaime, like chupa la vez. And then here's Blue Beetle. Next to your average 6-inch scale figure, we have the Marvel Legends Big Time Inner Letdown Spider-Man. Whoa, you're a Blue Beetle, and I'm a green Spider-Man. We should be bug buddies, right? Right? Oh. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, feel free to show some love to the channel by simply clicking that like button. And if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button so we can hit those 1 million subscribers. And a big thanks to all of you for watching. I certainly do appreciate you putting the time into watching the content. I put the time into making it, so it feels very much appreciated. And these figures are cool. I know it's the same figures, or yeah, they're both the same figure, just added accessories, subtle changes and modifications to the backpack and everything as we discussed, and I think they are very cool. I really like them both a lot. It's hard for me to decide which one I would want to get if I were to only to pick one. Seems like the regular version does still have a lot of stuff going on for it. However, the battle mode version, I love having the wings, I love having the pincers, so I am definitely leaning more towards the battle mode version. I like having the interchangeable hands too. I think that's very cool. But I also like the accessories that came with the regular version, so it's just under that battle mode version. And then, yeah, I would definitely prefer the battle mode and then the regular version. I'd like to know what you guys think, and I gotta say, for the price point over here, it's not too bad at all. I do have my complaints. Alright, I definitely have some gripes here and there, but for the most part, I think these are really good figures, and especially at the price point of around 25 bucks a piece, I'm gonna give these Blue Beetles a Sun rating of I love it! And I'd like to know what you guys think, so please let me know in the comment section below. Are you going to see this in the movie theaters August 18th? I am! I can't wait to watch it. As soon as I saw the first trailer, I fell in love with the movie immediately, so yeah, I cannot wait. I'd like to know what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section below. If you want to see the latest in action figure news, you can find it all over at toynewseye.com. And if you want to stay in touch with me on social media, you can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, TikTok, and on whatnot. And I will catch you guys later. Peace!
That's crispy.
Hey, new ShartimusPrime videos. Hey, you should click one. Yeah, click on one of them. Or subscribe if you haven't.
Your face, a sip more shot. Your face, a sip more shot. Your face.